Don't mind the robot, it won't hurt you. Or at least, I don't think it will. I found it slumped in a corner in the Vault Tech building. Figure I'd repair it. Let it give me a hand bringing back all the stuff we found.
Please contact an authorized repair representative immediately.
I didn't quite get around to fixing its vocal processor. Maybe later. Right now we've got more important stuff to be getting on with. How'd things go with the Ron? You have anything interesting for us?
Take a look.
Hey, I've seen one of these before. It's a vigor tester, right? Lets you measure a person's qualities. How'd they make her so tiny? One I used was the size of a whole cabinet. Hey, hold still for a sec. Well, goddamn. I knew you were charming. But according to this thing, you're a regular Dean Domino.
You scanned me without my consent? I'm aware of that, yes.
I'm aware of that, yes.
Oh, come on. It's no fun if you don't play along. The Ron really found this for us, did he? Not bad. This'll come in real useful. Help us assign the right people to work the right jobs. Here. You should keep hold of this.
Oh, now you're actually
I think you'll put it
it
to better use than me.
How were things here while I was gone?
Well, as you can see, I've been busy. I've been organizing everything we brought back from the Vault Tech HQ. Including the most important thing, the Vault Tech version of a comm hub. Or Vault Hub, as I started calling it.
Go on.
Actually, thanks to Vault Hub, I've already made some progress starting repairs to the real thing. Turn it on and I'll show you what I mean.
Turn it on, you're trying to kill me?
I'm sure you remember that noise. What you're hearing there are radio signals from all the nearby ASAMs. Turns out that's how the sensors and the hub connect with each other. Kind of obvious when you think about it. Don't know how I didn't realize sooner.
Makes sense.
Now, if you listen carefully, you can probably tell something ain't right. Seems Vault-Tec had problems with their hub's receiver module. It can't establish a stable connection. But, watch what happens when we bypass the crappy receiver in the Vault Hub and instead patch in the far superior comm hub version. Now that sounds a whole lot better, don't it? Clearly the receiver from the comm hub works just fine. And that little demonstration is how we can use the Vault Hub to start testing components of the comm hub. Through trial and error, we can swap out parts, find what works and what doesn't, what we need to repair and what we need to replace. It'll be a slow process, but worth it in the end. I think we're finally on the road to getting a working comm hub, and more out of our ASAMs.
You've done good work.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, I was actually worried you might be losing confidence in me. Glad to know I was wrong. Oh, and by the way, thanks to that little patch job we just did, technically speaking, we're now connected to every ASAM sensor in the immediate area.
Oh, yeah?
This means we can now remotely send and receive data to any nearby ASAMs. So here, take this. That's the holotape you found. The one with the new plot types. Why don't you load into that terminal there?
I get that everything's useful, but make sure to wear gloves.
You wanted more out of the ASAMs? Well, congratulations. You just uploaded data for 4 new plot types to all the ASAM sensors in the local area. Now, how's that for a little taste of what the comm hub can do? Not too shabby, huh? Although, keep in mind, when I said local, I do mean local. Right now, our range is fairly limited. At least for the time being.
Sounds like an important step.
It is. And I'm glad you see it that way. In any settlement that's not too far away, you'll now be able to build using those new plots. If you'd like, we could go test them right now. Or if you prefer, you can do it by yourself.
I don't need the help.
Fair enough. But at least take this holotape. All the information you'd want is right there. Say, now that we've got a connection to the ASAMs, I Wonder if we could establish communication with them. Let's see here. I think we should be able to set up communication with an ASAM. You know, two-way radio.
What the fuck?
I had a guy on the road once who wore a bottle cap with a blue star on it around his neck.
What?
I've probably opened 100 bottles of Quantum looking for one just like it.
I can climb fucking ladders? Bro.
Looks like we're clear.
Hell, I need some goddamn fire support!
Play with us and you die, you dumb motherfucker.
I'm not following the Freedom Trail.
Joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we've ever made. Look at this place. Hey. You're dead! Wait.
And that, my friends, is how it's done.
When I die, I hope I get patted down like that. Looks kind of fun.
Jesus Christ, Birdie.
Looks like company.
That's it. Got it.
Where's the loot, yo?
What the?
Don't worry about it.
Malone's gonna have you cut.
You're trying to give me a heart. The hell? Time to death.
That fucking bleed effect is ridiculous.
There we go.
Guys are about to have a bad day.
evil shenanigans Vault Tech got up to in here?
It's a good question. But I actually don't know what the purpose of this vault was.
Freaking seeing things.
Hit the synth.
So I got a question. Why the hell would anyone build a vault out of a subway station? This place is like the opposite of airtight.
Because they weren't planning to use it, you moron. We used to do this all the time.
This is dumb.
Who's there?
That takes care of that. They didn't stand a chance against us.
It really did just turn this into a whole ass cakewalk.
Bingo.
The shooter.
How you doing in there, Valentine? Feeling hungry? Want a snack?
Keep talking, meathead. It'll give Skinny Malone more time to think about how he's gonna bump you off.
Don't give me that little rat!
What the?
Just what the?
Sweet.
I
Hey,
used
you!
to just blow safes up.
I don't know
The
who
way's
you
much
are, but
better.
we got 3 minutes. What? They realize muscles for...
Nice.
Ah, my knight in shining armor. Question is, why does he come all this way? Risk life and limb for an old private eye.
My son, Sean, is missing. He was kidnapped. But I don't know who took him or where they went.
Missing kid, huh? Well, you came to the right man, if not the right place. I've been cooped up in here for weeks. Turns out the runaway daughter I came here to find wasn't kidnapped. She's Skinny Malone's new flame. And she's got a mean streak. Anyway, you got troubles, and I'm glad to help. But now ain't the time. Let's blow this joint. Then we'll talk.
Nick, I need your help to find a guy named Kellogg after we deal with these characters. What's their story?
Malone's crew here used to be small time. Muscled out of the old neighborhood by bigger players. Until they found this place. Don't know what happened to the previous owners, but they're not exactly around to charge rent. Empty vault. Perfect hideout.
Hard and loud, huh? Well, the job done.
At the corn. Hiding in the locker didn't work very well, did it? everything that is slightly useful. Birdie, you are trapping Nick over there. Nope, now Nick's gonna get trapped by... Oh, no. Maybe. Nope, fine.
This door's on the fritz. Let me see if I can get it open. Almost got it. There we are. Hell of a lot easier to do when the lock isn't on the other side.
I mean, yeah.
What?
Oh, fuck hiccups.
Oh, fine.
How are you about to just appear like that?
Nice.
Nothing. Am I freaking seeing things?
Hurry there!
Wait a
Technology
minute.
like this is usually only good for one thing. If only I could remember what that was.
Ooh, I got a... Oh,
Nice pair of cement shoes for you.
You gonna die already?
Your last stand. The wrong sin.
That's
I
it.
fucked with the wrong human.
Stay away. Out. More stairs? Fitness instructor?
It's so dumb how powerful the blade is.
Sweet. Nice.
Skinny Malone and the rest of his boys are waiting for us somewhere. The name's, ironic, but don't let that fool you. He's dangerous. Another locked door. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I got it. But I hear big fat footsteps on the other side. Once we step through this door, get ready for anything.
That was a little uncalled for, Nick. I can hear big fat footsteps on the other side of this door. Oh, shit.
What are you doing? You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl? I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle. You hear me? And I ain't letting some private dick shut us down now that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this. Skinny Malone's always got things under control.
Oh yeah? Then what's this guy doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought him here to rub us all out?
Darla, listen to me. You have a home to go back to. You don't want to throw your life away with these thugs.
You're right! What am I doing? I've gotten all mixed up.
Darla, where are you going?
Home, Skinny, where I should have been all this time. This is goodbye for us.
Oh, come on, Nikki. You cost me my men, now you and your friend cost me my girl?
My friend here just did you a favor, Skinny. You always did have bad taste in women. Now that she's not around to feed that temper of yours, maybe you'll see sense and let us walk. You still owe me for 2 weeks in the hole.
You smug, overconfident ass. Get out of here! All right, you get to the count of 10. I still see your face after that. I'm gunning both of you down.
We better get out of here, fast.
1, 2, 3,
Too slow, Nick.
4, 5.
Can't go wrong with handcuffs. Good old screws and springs.
That Commonwealth sky. Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end up looking so inviting. Thanks for getting me out. How did you know where to find me, anyway? Not many people knew where I went.
Your secretary, Ellie. She sent me.
She did? I should give her a raise.
Probably.
Now, you mentioned something about your son, Sean, and how he went missing. I want you to come to my office in Diamond City. Give me all the details. Besides, I think you've earned a chance to sit down and clear your head.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City. Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh, God. It's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Happy to do it.
Yeah?
The secretary.
Here. I know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you know if you're looking for work.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the detail.
We're looking for my son, Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? Why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and the baby needs a lot of it. What else can you tell me?
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers. But they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. That confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. A lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, where they are. Not even me. I'm a synth myself. Discarded prototype anyway.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
Right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper across your face.
Not much to go on, but a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
The woman was dressed in, I think it was a kind of hazard suit. The man had some sort of metal brace on his arm.
Maybe some kind of improvised armor? A lot of hired guns do that to look tough. The hazard suit is interesting. Not many mercs can afford something that fancy. What else do you remember about them?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
No. They never said their names.
Way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
There's no way that could be Sean.
Yeah, big difference between an infant and a 10-year-old, but that doesn't mean we're on the wrong track. He could have a son of his own. Or maybe he's turned kidnapping into a bad habit. In any event, they both vanished a while back. No trace. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address.
Jesus.
See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
The Earl Sterling case. Apparently Earl just up and disappeared one day. No one's seen him since. The Marty Bullfinch case. Marty was Nick's partner.
Are you nervous about
Emphasis on
confronting
the
Kellogg?
was. He must have been someone
I'm nervous.
desperate to come to us for help after all this time.
All right.
Didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance? Bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies, because they're all dead.
Oh, not this one.
Except you. 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The M.O. is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
Other than the armor, I'm really digging the way my character's looking. I like the fucking clothing I got underneath. I love my double backpack like that. Especially the big one.
Here we are.
Actually
Keep an
looks like
eye
a
out,
scavenger.
See if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. That's something to hide, Kellogg. Why don't you give it a try?
Hey, Valentine.
We can't get through that door. No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Who's really in control of Diamond City? Hey, mister, that interview you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
Thanks, kid.
Latest hairstyle from the upper stand.
Why doesn't the mayor come out of his office, huh? He's afraid of talking to the press? I bet if I said I was with the Institute, he'd come running.
You ever think maybe you could get a man's attention easier if you use softer words, honey? Maybe shout a little less?
Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain air-headed blonde. Oh, look who it is. What brings you to the mayor's office, huh?
What are you doing here, Piper?
Trying to find out why the mayor happens to be meeting with the same suspicious-looking courier every other week. Not from any settlement I've ever heard of. And not from a caravan. Always in and out before anyone has a chance to talk to him. An errand boy from the Institute, maybe. After this article comes out, that's what everyone's gonna be asking.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper, the mayor needs to make time for more responsible citizens.
I was just leaving anyway.
Hey, Geneva.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
I need to talk to someone about Kellogg's old house in the West Stands.
Mr. Kellogg's residence? He left town a while ago. We foreclosed on the property and locked it up.
I know.
If there was something belonging to the man that you have a claim on, you could ask the mayor to hear you out. No guarantees.
I'll talk to the mayor then.
He set aside time to talk to petitioners all day. Best of luck.
Alright. Hello, Mayor.
Ah,
perfect.
Yes, I remember you, our new arrival. I wish I was in your shoes, getting to see our glorious city for the first time. How can I help you?
I'm looking for a key to a house in the city. I assume the mayor's office has a copy.
Well, we don't have every key in the city. Where would we put them all? Besides, every citizen in my city has a right to their privacy. Now, if we did have a key, only the owner can ask for it. That's my final word.
Please, Mayor McDonough. This man Kellogg kidnapped my son. I need to find him.
Oh, of course. I will do everything in my power to help you overcome this horrible personal tragedy. I remember Mr. Kellogg. Didn't like him myself. Paranoid. Never talked to anyone. I doubt you'll find him. But,
I will.
insist you take the key to his old house. It's been abandoned, though. I'm afraid this whole thing might be fruitless.
Take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind.
Yep, a whole bunch of junk that I'm gonna steal.
Well,
Smell the cigars?
that's one way to
It's
find
him.
room.
Bingo.
Look at this. All of a Merc's favorite things.
Nick.
Why don't you search that table? Then we'll compare notes.
Okay.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, cigars, San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
I wonder if dog meat could pick up the scent.
Say, that's not a bad idea. Some dogs out there in the Commonwealth can track a man for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. You have to face Kellogg on your own. Just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. Can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
Goodbye, Nick.
Hopefully not forever. I want to see you and your kids safe and sound when you get back. Good luck. Anytime you need help.
Yep. Goodbye, old Nicky. Can I sleep here so it's not raining and nighttime when I do this mission for once? Hello, doggy.
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. Take me to him, boy. Take me to Sean.
Go get him, dog meat. Find the bastard.
I don't know why we let Valentine live in this. City. He saves one or two people and everyone forgets he's a freaking.
It is funny that nobody cares that Nick is a synth. It's probably because he's openly a synth, and most people that they're afraid of are not openly synths. Run, doggy. Run like the wind. around with a fucking missile launcher, bro.
Here, the different raider groups are carving up Concord like Christmas turkey.
Kellogg was smoking his San Francisco Sunlights at University Point that day. I'll never forget that smell. You as disappointed and skinny as I was? Valentine made him sound as fat as a pregnant yowboy.
That would be funny if he was that big.
San Francisco Sunlights. Kellogg's preferred brand, all right. What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
Lead the way. That's another one of those things. Like, how are those still there? You're telling me nobody's come across those and be like, hey, these are good for planks of wood and a bunch of nails. I should probably take these.
One hell of a kill, Captain.
Yes, we do.
Some folk can lose in their hearts, but when I think of you, another shower starts. Into each life, some rain must fall, but too much is falling in mine.
I wonder if she sang that too well and not really get copyrights for that.
Lots of blood here. Dogmeat could track Kellogg if he took a wound too. Took out the targeting computer with one bullet. This guy's a crack shot. Bloody bandages. Dogmeat can track this. We gotta stick together, pal. At least until we find Kellogg. Okay, boy. Let's track him.
That sounded like you were just gonna get rid of him.
Looks like this
Get
one
rid
thought
of
he'd get
Dogmeat.
away. No such luck.
We did good.
50% more damage against animals. Oh yeah, the spaceship crashed.
How did we make it through that?
What carry weight at? It's getting up there.
Somebody didn't want to get snuck up on here. Gwinnett Stout. One of his creature comforts. Okay, boy. Let's track him.
This eyebash is over here playing fucking the banjo, bro. The hell you doing, Dogmeat?
Kellogg's still out there. We've got to track him, boy.
There we go. you're growling. All right. Got the bag.
Attention, assailant.
This didn't do any good for them, did it? Doesn't look like a robbery. Must have just gotten in his way. Bodyguard robots didn't fare too well. What have we here?
Error. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
This had to be Kellogg.
Signature confirmed. Assailant Kellogg. Known associates.
Ah, so that's what the robots look like on the inside. No wonder mine didn't work.
Faster mode.
What do you think, boy? Was this our man?
He's actually moving.
Look alive.
You guys got this, right? Yeah, I knew you did.
Is this the place? Is he in here, boy?